Hi Pisces, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your April 2019 monthly tarot forecast. This is for Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, and Pisces Rising signs. So Pisces, for this reading, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot deck. I'm also pulling you a Magical Mermaids and Dolphins Oracle card, and then I also will pull you a Health and Well-Being Oracle card, and then a Love and Relationship Oracle card as well. So there's the Moon, there's the King of Rods. So these two just popped right out, Pisces. So the Moon is an interesting energy. It's not always negative. For some of you, maybe there's something going on with the Sag, Leo, or Aries. Maybe there's some uncertainty or some confusion around a relationship with the King of Rods. You could be finding something out. This could be some things that were hidden, surfacing for some of you Pisces here in April. So very, very interesting. I'm going to stick these back in. So there might be something going on with a King of Rods. Some of you might be finding something out about the King of Rods. The Moon does like to keep things hidden, but things will surface. So for some of you, maybe you're finding something out that you were unaware of. If you have a King of Rods in your life, make sure that you're listening to your intuition when it comes to this person. Pisces, what does Pisces need to know for April 2019? All right, Pisces. Very interesting, Pisces. The overall energy for you guys, we have the Five of Cups. All right, let's see here, Pisces. Obviously an emotional energy. Maybe there was some confusion, some uncertainty around a relationship. Could be with that King of Rods. Five of Cups obviously is an emotional energy. Okay. Five of Cups for me can be someone who is looking at the glass as though it's half empty instead of half full. It's a very pessimistic, doubtful sort of energy. So maybe some of you are feeling unlucky or just feeling depressed, maybe a little emotional about a situation. But maybe needing to change your focus here or needing to have a more positive outlook. Because underneath the Five of Cups, Pisces, I have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is you dealing with higher forces. This is karma, destiny. This is things happening when they're meant to happen, and it's change coming in. So if you felt, maybe if you went through a loss or you just felt a little unlucky or down, with our situation, with the relationship, we see things happening here in April that are very much meant to happen. This is higher forces stepping in. So just know that. For some of you, that is, okay, that is around a relationship with the Four of Wands here. For others, it might have something to do with a home. We have the Ace of Pentacles here as well. So a financial matter, a new beginning. It could be a new job. It could be a new home, anything in the physical material realm. So yeah, we have change. We have change that's coming in. Fours overall speak about your foundation, your stability, your security. So we have a blessing that's coming in. It might make you feel more secure, but needing to stay positive. Don't doubt it, because what we think, Pisces, we attract. And so very much needing to maybe ground your energy here. You do have some Cups cards here right at the start of the month with the overall energy, and then we have the Six of Cups and then the Seven of Cups. So we do have this more emotional energy here right at the start of the month. So needing to ground your energy. If you're in your head and you're overly thinking about something, try to stay out of your head. Try not to worry And maybe you have children, or maybe you have a child, Pisces, and maybe you're worried about your child, or your children here with the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups can also represent something from the past or someone from the past that's relevant here at this time. So that could be that King of Rods. Maybe someone is popping up. If that's the case, because we have the Seven of Cups here, and then we had the Moon earlier, so maybe not all is known. Seven of Cups energy for me is an emotional energy. It can represent that confusion, that delusion, that illusion, especially along with the Moon. We had the Moon pop out earlier. So when it comes to something from the past, some of you might not be seeing something or someone so clearly. So just be aware of that. So needing to take it slowly, and also needing to focus on the details. Look at everything very closely. If you're making important decisions here right at the start of the month, needing to look at those options. Maybe you have choices or options in front of you, but because this is in the challenge position, and we also have this emotional energy, Pisces, some of you might not be seeing all of those options that you have in front of you. This is in the challenge position. So, you know, for some of you, that's what's needed, is maybe grounding your energy and needing to be open-minded here. You have choices, you have options in front of you, but maybe some of you aren't seeing them. Or you need to look at things a little bit closer here. So very, very interesting. For some of you, that's around this Ace of Pentacles, absolutely. So around maybe job, a living situation, something like that. But then for a few of you, I feel like this might be on the relationship front. At your foundation, I have the Three of Pentacles, which is someone who's working very hard. This is a worker energy. This is a builder, a creator. So some of you, if this is like something ongoing, you've been working on something for maybe a while. You've put a lot of time, a lot of energy into this. So the Seven of Swords here in the recent past, this is very interesting. It might have been a little bit of a risky energy, Pisces. So you've been working very hard on something. And maybe you took a big chance, a big gamble here in the recent past. And then right at the start of the month, needing to look at those options in front of you. You might have taken a big risk here prior. For me, the Seven of Swords is a risky energy. It can be someone who's kind of making their own way, paving their own path. So some of you might be in the process of this right now, something you've worked very hard on. So this could be on the career front, but if you don't work for a living, it also could be with a project, with something else. Maybe you're doing things differently. And for a few of you, if it is a relationship matter, this can be a sneaky energy. So maybe for a few of you, there could be like a situation involving three people. Maybe your partner and maybe someone from the past is coming back, something like that. Or maybe the person you're with, maybe they have like an ex that's popping up, something like that. But again, the challenge is for you to see things or see someone, to see them clearly here. So if someone is popping up from the past, needing to see what their intentions are, needing to look very closely. There could be something you're missing here. And then crowning you, we have the Devil. So with the Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and the Devil here, I do feel like for a few of you, there is like maybe a love triangle situation that's going on. The sign of Capricorn might be significant. Maybe a Capricorn has something to do with this. But with the Devil in this position, I think there's some fear. So maybe some of you could have done something prior, something could have happened, but then we have this fear, this worry, Some of you maybe not seeing something clearly. So needing to stay out of your head. Maybe you needing to take control of your thoughts and your emotions here. You needing to take back your power, Pisces. But try not to obsess. Try not to worry. If you do have someone coming back from the past, for some of you that are feeling kind of drawn to this person, you know, no matter if you're partnered or not, you might have someone from the past that's popping up, and with the Devil energy, you might feel like a pull towards them. For some of you, it's a very strong, maybe temptation that's coming in. So just be aware of that. That's not going to be for all of you, but for those of you that maybe you have someone from the past popping up, you know, there might be this kind of pull in their direction. You might feel very drawn to them. Now with the Devil here, that's not always a good thing. You know, maybe this person is not good for you. And that could be what you're not seeing clearly. It's just going to be different for all of you. The Devil can represent, you know, something that's not always the healthiest. It's not always something that's good for you. If you find yourself in this predicament, my advice would be definitely to have a private reading so we can look at that relationship, that situation, definitely a little bit more closely here. But for some of you, you might feel that pull, that very strong temptation towards that person. Coming up around the second week in the near future, I have the Page of Pentacles. So those of you that this is on the financial front, here with the Page of Pentacles, you could be hearing something. There could be news or an opportunity that's coming in. You might be hearing something. For those of you that there is something to do with a child, maybe some of you even have like a Capricorn child. There could be something going on here on the second week. That child might be significant here around the second week. But in the position of your power, we have the High Priestess, Pisces. So needing to listen to your intuition, especially if you have something going on with a child. Maybe some of you, because we have the Seven of Swords here and the High Priestess in this position, some of you might be a little quiet here. It's, you know, it's not always sneaky with bad intentions. You know, it could be sneaky because, you know, that's what's best for you, for your loved ones, whatever, you know, it may be here. High Priestess is someone who's very mysterious, very secretive. So there could be some Pisces here around the second, third week that you're maybe playing your cards close to your chest. You're maybe protecting loved ones, maybe staying quiet, or keeping things to yourself, which there's nothing wrong with that. Just listen to your intuition at this time. There is some spiritual energy here, so definitely being divinely guided. So I would at this time just, you know, pay attention, look for those signs. There's always signs and signals from the universe, from your angels and your guides, that you're either moving in the right direction or that you need to make some changes or you need to let go of something that's no longer serving you. There's always those signs. You just have to be receptive. And if you're not seeing them, you can always ask your angels, your guides, to make them more obvious, and they will. So yeah, around the third week, pay attention. Look for those signs, Pisces. In the position of how those around you, friends, family, how they're viewing you, I have the Hierophant, which for me can represent several different things. Some of you might be dealing with a large company, a business, a company, an institution, or an organization. For some of you, you have this maybe opportunity that's coming in. It could be with the company that you work for. With the Hierophant. For those of you that it's on the relationship front here, the Hierophant can be, you know, marriage, commitment, that more traditional relationship. Maybe some of you were involved with someone and they see you as someone who wants that commitment. You know, it's very interesting because the High Priestess for me can actually mean the opposite. And this is in the position of your power. So those of you that have like a relationship matter that's ongoing, the High Priestess for me, she's hard to kind of pin down. She's someone who likes to be on her own for me. She's an independent energy. She's someone who does very well on her own. And so maybe someone wants to maybe settle down with you or wants to pin you down for those Pisces that are involved with someone. You know, they also might see you as like the marrying kind. But maybe, you know, maybe some of you aren't ready for that. It just depends on who you are. You know, High Priestess energy for me is quite different. So that's very interesting. Very, very interesting. In the hopes and fears, I have the Nine of Swords. So fearing fear, fearing maybe not being able to control your thoughts, staying up at night, losing sleep, worrying about something. It is just a fear. I think that you absolutely have the power, Pisces, to definitely ground your energy, to take back your power here, to take back control of your thoughts and emotions, definitely. Stay out of your head. I think that, you know, by you watching this reading, you'll be able to make some changes here with this. And then energy that you're leaving the month of April, going into May, we have the Knight of Swords, which he's someone who charges forward. He takes action, you know, very quickly here. So some of you could be doing something very suddenly, Pisces. Some of you could be taking action, making moves, all of a sudden, here with the Knight of Swords energy. Just make sure that whatever you're doing at this time, that you know, it's something that you've thought about, because the Knight of Swords can be someone who tends to get himself in a little bit of trouble here. So again, think about this, maybe get organized, listen to your intuition. There could be something you're not seeing with the Seven of Cups. But let's do some clarifying. Other Pisces you might be dealing with, maybe a young ear sign person. Excuse me, it could be Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. But let's clarify. We will take a look at, first I want to take a look at the Seven of Cups here. Clarifying the Seven of Cups for Pisces. You know, some of you Pisces, you might even be speaking your truth here at this time. With the Devil, if you felt trapped or stuck, you might be taking action. You could be making some moves very quickly here at this time. If something was a little stagnant or slow moving, this could be you. Again, here right at the end of the month, maybe you're making some moves here. You're taking action. You might even be speaking your truth here. Maybe freeing yourself with the Devil, freeing yourself from something that's no longer serving you. That could be how some of you are taking back your power. All right, so this card just flew out. Yeah, some of you are maybe dealing with this energy, Knight of Pentacles, which can be making that slow but steady progress. Something progressing very slowly. Yeah, so very interesting. I'm just seeing if there's anything else that I want to clarify. Yeah, we'll take a look at the Devil. We'll take a look at the Devil for Pisces. All right, so we have this Knight of Pentacles that just flipped right out, and I was looking at the Seven of Cups here. So again, some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn, you could be dealing with an earth sign person. Others, I think that something is progressing very slowly. You will have a financial opportunity or news that's coming in here around the second week. We do have the Ace of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles with the Three of Rods. And so, Ace of Swords, Seven of Cups can be you cutting to the truth of the matter, or you cutting through that confusion, that BS, getting down to the bottom of something. So some of you, this is what you're doing here. And if it's not happening right at the start of the month, it will happen in April. Seven of Pentacles, you've worked very hard. You've planted those seeds, especially with this combination. You've put a lot of time and energy into something, but it's needed time to grow. And I think that maybe some of you could be feeling a little emotional or a little confused. And it could be because things are progressing so slowly. You might even feel a little trapped here. Here right at the start of the month, again, looking at those options, maybe figuring out what you can do differently with this combination. Expanding those horizons. You know, what do you want to do in the future? What can you do differently? We know that you've worked very hard, but to achieve this success, you know, what changes can you make here at this time? What options do you have available to you? So the Knight of Pentacles energy is someone who's very thorough. He does pay attention to the details. So this is what's needed right at the start of the month, and then that hard work will lead to success, no matter who you are and however you resonate with this. This is how you achieve success, through hard work, dedication, and maybe right at the start of the month, looking at those choices, those options that you have in front of you, and making some changes here at this time. So very interesting, very positive. And then here, crowning you, looking at the Devil, we have the Six of Swords, Strength, and then the Six of Pentacles. So we see you incredibly strong. With strength here. So, you know, you've worked very hard. If you've had to be patient, you know, you're staying calm, you're being patient, but you have a couple of sixes here. So sixes for me speak about that balance and that harmony. Six of Pentacles can represent something coming through. So there could be, you know, maybe even something coming through from an earth sign person. There could be something coming in that's going to allow for you to move forward, that's going to help you. It's going to free you if you felt stuck. So there could be help that's coming in. If not from an earth sign, could also be from a Leo for some of you, or even an air sign person. But yeah, it's only a matter of time. Again, something might need time to grow. But, you know, with hard work and dedication, you are going to see that growth. And we will have a victory here with the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords for me is your perseverance paying off, your hard work paying off. You've overcome challenges, obstacles, and now you're coming through triumphant. So some of you, you've been, you've been patient. You've had to be strong, and it will pay off. All right, let's pull you an additional guidance card for Pisces for the month of April for Pisces. All right. Wow, okay. And focusing on health and well-being, this is the Archangel Raphael Oracle deck for Pisces for the month of April. What else do they need to know? Health and well-being for Pisces for April. Wow, this card keeps coming up. That's very interesting, Pisces. All right, focusing on love and relationship matters, but as always, Pisces, over on Vimeo, I do have the April 2019 Love Tarot Forecast posted over there. If that's something that you're interested in, that link is below. All right, focusing on love and relationship matters for Pisces for April. All right. Okay, so the overall additional guidance card we have is synchronicity. Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. So I think that's pretty amazing, Pisces, because I mentioned earlier around the third week, this spiritual energy that's coming in for you. And so around the second, third week could be when Pisces, you're really noticing a lot of these signs from the universe, those synchronistic events. Oftentimes when we're on the right path, things kind of just flow. Everything kind of connects. You know, one thing happens right after another and it all starts to make sense. And so around the second, third week, really, you know, pay attention. For some of you, this is amazing. Yeah, so synchronicity, and then looking at health and well-being, we have divine intervention. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for being with and for helping with. I have faith in divine intervention and I fully accept your guidance now. So you could be going through something. You might have a family member or someone close to you who's going through something. And so, you know, divine intervention, which is angels stepping in and helping with the situation. So, you know, some of you maybe need to pray or ask for help. And that's why, you know, we see here, name of person in need, describe the situation. So, you know, for some of you, you know, maybe needing to say this aloud, needing to pray if you like to pray, but this is divine intervention coming in, and this card keeps coming out. So definitely watch your other signs. You might have had this twice. I keep seeing this card for the month of April, which is pretty amazing. And then focusing on love and relationships, we have honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. And so those of you that are coupled, you know, maybe you and your partner are getting away. This is one of my vacay cards here in this deck. So you and a partner could be getting away. That might be what's needed for those coupled Pisceans. Travel could be coming up. So those of you that want to meet someone, there definitely could be someone coming in here, and you might be meeting them when you're traveling. Maybe you have to travel for work or something like that. This card very much speaks about travel for me. So some of you might meet someone when you're traveling, definitely. And then you couples, you know, maybe you guys are getting away here in the month of April. But remember, you know, with the Knight of Swords here, later on here at the end of the month, just make sure that you're, you know, looking at things closely and look at the details, and don't rush into anything without really thinking about it first. All right, Pisces? So I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you are interested in having a private reading, please check out northeasttarot.com. Have a great month.